Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Nitrostorm here. Welcome back to Tower of Fantasy. So I'm back with 5 requests done. There were actually only 2 requests in the comment section where I said I'd prioritize that. And so I did those 2 plus an extra 3 from other videos that I've done where there are requests that I haven't done yet. So I did 5 and now we're in for the video. So just to clarify and keep in mind, when I go through each of these characters, I mainly go through like my experiences in making them, as well as showing off features that I added because of how they're designed. But if you do want to skip through all of that, I will add timestamps as I've been doing to each of their IDs, and so you can just go ahead and skip to that if you wish to just get the ID. In any case, let's get started with our first request. In this case, it's Yuri Zahard from Tower of God. So I did start the anime. I did finish the first season, and then when it comes to the manhwa, I haven't really gotten that far yet, but I'm mainly around the same point as the anime, and it is pretty good so far. Now, when we start off with the design with Yuri Zahard, I gave it this particular outfit, the bottom left one, because the leggings had a nice feature where you change the color of the leggings, only the bottom half is changed, which is perfect, just what I needed, because her black socks, the long socks, they do have a bit of a blue hue right at the bottom near the feet. And then for the coat, I made it white because she does have a white blazer, and then she's wearing like a black shirt underneath, and then with the red highlights, that just insinuates the tie. Of course, this one doesn't have a skirt, but you know, I just had to make do with this one because this was the best one out of the other options. No accessory as per usual. And in terms of the hair, I know what you're thinking. It's not really as accurate, but this was the best option that I could have found out of all of the current hair options in the character creator. Now, there is one other one that I was considering, which is this hair. But my only issue is that the hair goes the other way. And so because of that one thing, I just prefer using this one. And another one is that I don't have like an option for like a big ribbon, because she is wearing a red ribbon for her big ponytail. But since we don't have that, I went for this green thing because it stands out. It's pretty big, you know, similar aspects of her actual red ribbon. But unfortunately, it's green. I can't really change the color of that, so you know, I just have to make do with this one. But you can remove it after you import. And that's pretty much about it. You know, I had I guess a relatively normal time choosing the eye shape and the face shapes and so on. I gave her a more structured face because she does have that jawline, I guess. And yeah, for the eyes, you know, it did take a bit of time there as well. But in any case, that's about it. I enjoyed making this one as per usual. Let's take a look at her code. 9557357. Moving on to our next character. So our next character is indeed Shenhe from Genshin Impact. So I'm pretty proud of this one in my opinion. Obviously, it's gonna look not exactly the same because, you know, of the hair as well. You know, that's one of the biggest reasons why it might not look similar, but overall, I think I did pretty well. So first of all, I chose this particular outfit. In this case, you could assume that she doesn't have the white clothing that goes on top of this, and so you just get the black shirt that she has underneath, as well as the black leggings. And I gave that black leggings like that reddish hue that it has on her outfit, which I think is pretty nice touch. No accessories, and I gave her the tallest height. In terms of the hair, you know, I think I did a pretty good job, you know, adding in the hair color, like the right shading. because it isn't the same throughout. There's a bit of like lighter color near the top, and then at the bottom is a little bit more darker. Now I know that Shenhe has a lot longer hair, but this is the best hair option that I could have gotten, as she does have her hair tied like at the ends, like not like this, but more like this, and not like this. And then for the face, you know, it wasn't really too difficult. I think I had a good baseline already, and I took the longest in creating her eyes because I needed to ensure that she has like the similar shading that she has in the game, which I think I've pulled off pretty well, especially with this particular enhanced eye option, and giving 3 different colors to the eyes in the same spots as the one in the game. And last but not least, I added a little bit of lipstick on her lips there. In any case, let's take a look at her code. So 9544253. Let's move on to the male characters now. So this is Akashi Seijuro from Kuroko no Basket, or Kuroko's Basketball in English. And so first things first, what you may have noticed is that I gave him the eyes, you know, the emperor eye, where it makes his eye color different, where one of them is red and the other one is orange. In terms of the outfit, I gave him this one because it's the one that has like a proper tank top, because, you know, basketball. And then I gave it a baby blue color because that's what he has, you know, at least for the most part. For the shoulders at least, it's like baby blue, and then white on the chest bit here, but I can't on the center bit here, but I can't really split the colors like that. I can only make the whole thing baby blue or the whole thing white, so I just went with the baby blue color. I can't really change the pants as well, so you know, that's pretty much all I can do. In terms of the hair, unfortunately I can't get a shorter hairstyle than this. I mean, I could do this, right, but that's not really him anymore. So, you know, I just went with this one. And in terms of the hair color, I think I did a pretty nice job trying to replicate it. You know, his hair isn't like fully red. It's like kind of pinkish, kind of red, which I think I depicted here pretty well. And I gave it a bit of, you could say, shading, where it's a bit darker at the end here, because, you know, why not? And in terms of facial features, you know, he doesn't really have the most chiseled face, right? You know, it's pretty soft in a sense. So, you know, I tried to replicate that here. You know, he does have pretty sharp chin overall, you know, like the facial shape is like pretty sharp. It's not a pretty long face, but, you know, it's just fine. And then overall, I think that's just about it. Let's take a look at his code. 9744349. Let's move on to our next character. So this is essentially our 3rd installment in my list of created characters of someone coming from the anime classroom of the elite. And this is Ayanokoji Kiyotaka, who is the main protagonist of the anime, the series. And as you can see, I think I did a pretty good job. Now, one thing that I don't like about my creation here is the hair. Obviously, I don't have the right hair option to give him the part where the hair is parted in the middle and evenly. There is a similar, there's an option in the female hair option that has that, but the bangs are too short. But you know, well, I could quickly show it here. They have, well, this one. They have this option for female hair. The bangs are a bit, actually, you know, the bangs seem pretty fine, but yeah, there's no option like this for males. All right, moving on from the hair. For the eyes, I think I did I did the best I can do. I gave him the dead eyes. You know, that is one of his classic, you know, one of the things that lets us know who he is, because he normally has these dead eyes. I think I picked the right design because the anime, or how he's depicted, has that shading where it's like dark brown, lighter brown, even lighter brown, and there's no sense of reflection coming from the eyes. So at least to me, when I look at him, he does remind me of Ayanokoji pretty well. And for the hair, I made it so that it's like darker brown at the top with a little bit of lighter color at the tip of his hair. And for the outfit, it looks a bit weird, but it's essentially supposed to be his school outfit, where this is the reddish blazer, and this line of blue is supposed to be the tie, and then this streaks of yellow is like the yellow highlights coming from the red blazer. But yeah, that's about it. I made him the medium height, just like Akashi, I forgot to mention. But yeah, I like this design a lot. Let's take a look at his code. Alright, 9731551. Moving on to last but not the least, Toji Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen. So here he is. Now, I know a lot of you might be a bit disappointed in how it turned out, but trust me when I say that I did my best here. First of all, in terms of the outfit, I picked the top left outfit because from what I've seen in the manga panels and stuff like that, he mainly wears a black shirt and you can see his arms pretty well, and this was the best one that I could find. In terms of the shape, I made him huge, obviously as big as I can. I can't get any bigger than this, right? I can't get any bigger than that, so you know, I had to compromise, I had to make do. He seems to have a pretty big neck, so I made that pretty big as well. And then that's about it for his body. Now, in terms of the face, I know some of you might not like it, but first of all, in terms of the hair option, I think this combination is the most suitable for him. You could say his hair's kind of messy, but it mainly messy in a way that it's like the spikes that go downwards are all over the place, so this was the best option for that. He does have that scratch, you know, that scar on the left side of his face, but like for him it's his right. But in this case, there's like a bit of lines going each of them, which, you know, kind of ruins the immersion, but this was the best option in terms of getting that scar. In terms of the face, I tried to make it as wide as possible while still keeping that pretty chiseled jawline, you know, and the flat end of the chin. I gave him a pretty big mouth because that's what he seemed to have. You know, I did my best here considering there was a lack of resources in terms of like visual resources to try and refer from, because I don't think he's in the anime yet, since when I Google him, because I didn't know who this person is because I don't read the manga. Sincere apologies for those Jujutsu Kaisen fans, but when I Google him on Google Images, I only see manga, like him from the manga, not really references from the anime, so I assume that he's not there yet. So apologies for that if he's spoilers. I mean, if you don't really know who he is, then taking a look at this wouldn't really spoil anything for you. But yeah, in terms of the eyes, I referred to like some colorizations. I'm not sure if they're like legitimate or not, but he seemed to have like this kind of bright bluish green eyes. Again, I can't make the eyes smaller than this, but he does have this kind of look to him in some manga panels, in which I tried to replicate here. But yeah, you know, overall I think I did a pretty decent job. Considering the lack of resources and stuff, I think I did a pretty good job. Now let's take a look at the code. So 9732850. So that's about it for this video. Apologies if it took quite a bit of time. I did mention at the start of the video that I was going to go, like, I normally go through each of these characters, explaining to you the process of me making them and so on, and my experiences, and I leave the ID at the end of each character, and I did put them in the timestamps, so you know there's no need for you to go through the whole video if you don't wish to do so. In any case, hopefully for those that did request these characters, that they are happy with the outcome. and I'll be working on the other quests that I haven't done yet, but feel free to add some of your own in the comment section below. It's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.